application to the summer grant project came about as a result of the fact of the independent study that I've been doing with Michelle over the course of this past semester. And the independent study has basically been me working on a systematic literature review that's looking at substance abuse and risky sexual behaviors in girls that are involved in the juvenile justice system, and seeing what those risks look like, how prevalent are these issues, how much is there a need for attention to this. And the results that I kept seeing is that this is a really big deal. I mean, both of these are really significant issues. They co-occur really frequently, and there's a lot of factors that kind of bring these two issues of sexually risky behaviors and substance use together. So starting in around the 1990s, there started to be this push for doing gender-specific interventions and treatment, especially within the juvenile justice system, and sort of saying, well, most of the interventions and treatment that they've had up to that point have been targeted to men. Not necessarily because, they intended to do that, but it's just, males were their primary population that they would deal with. So as they started seeing more and more females, more and more girls in the justice population, they kind of shifted their way of thinking and said, well, what can we do to kind of deal with this population better and help this population better? So the results of the literature review, I was also looking at what sort of systems of care, gender-specific systems of care exist right now, and what those are basically targeting. And it seems like the really successful ones are kind of targeting co-occurring issues that happen alongside substance abuse at points in time. So like saying that girls that abuse stimulants, if you recognize that they also have a lot of co-occurring eating disorders or body image issues, if you can address both of those issues at the same time, you're going to get more effective and longer lasting outcomes of treatment if you can deal with both of those things at the same time. So that was kind of the idea behind combining the risky sexual behavior interventions with the substance abuse treatment, is that it would kind of take on both of those issues at once. I mean, I love the research. I'm so interested in the research, and that was probably the best part about the conference that I got to go to yesterday, is that it's this event where you're basically sanctioned to stand there and babble about your research to people, and they're all interested in it. And I want to do that every day to everyone that I meet, and unfortunately not everyone is excited about it as I am. But at the same time, I feel like it's kind of inextricable. You can't really just take the research part out of it and just do that. Or I feel like I can't. I feel like those concepts are so involved to me, and if I am doing research, I want to be able to see how that research is producing outcomes in direct service environments. I'm just finishing my first semester in the social work program as a full major. Yes.